This video is sponsored by Blinkist. More on that later.
I think Prince EA sounds about right. Let's start with... Oh yeah, this is the one I want to watch. I crashed the presidential debate. Okay, this is going to be awesome.
Are there any more questions from the audience?
Yeah, I have a question. Are we on candid camera? Is this a joke? 300 million...
Why did that happen so fast? It was like in the first 5 seconds of the video and the freaking orchestra comes in and Prince EA, as usual, saves the day. There's like nobody in any of the seats. In the front row seats of the presidential debate.
People in America, and this is our only...
They look so bad. Oh no, the Trump one is awful. The Biden one is just an old white man, which is like what Joe Biden is, but this guy is like so elderly.
Are we on candid camera?
Excuse me?
I mean, is...
I mean, that's not me making fun of a stutter. That's me making fun of him trying to stutter for theatrical effect, okay? So I can make fun of that. I can. It's allowed. Also, like, why would that be the way she'd respond? Are we on candid camera? Excuse me.
300 million people in America, and this is our only hope. The people who want our vote.
Okay, someone take his microphone.
No, I'm gonna say this. Get off me.
Okay, someone take his microphone.
No.
You know, in the actual debates, they don't just let random people walk up there. Like, you're screened. And you have to tell the question or else the Secret Service will come in and they'll shoot you. And also, this isn't that crazy of a question to ask. If a random person went up there, you don't think one person would go, is this seriously our best choice?
No, I'm gonna say this. Get off me.
That moment when you're gonna say this. Me when I ask Prince EA, me when someone asks me if I'm gonna say this or not.
No, I'm gonna say this. Get off me. So excuse my definite lack of political correctness and...
My definitive lack of political correctness. This isn't politically incorrect to be like, oh, the president suck.
But there's a reason more people vote for the American Idol than the American president.
I want to go on that show, American President. How many people voted for American Idol in 2020? There's just no way. It's not true. There's like no way it's true. It's just not, right? I think you can vote multiple times, which is why there probably is more. Someone's calling me from Washington, D.C. It must be the president.
Rest in peace, Robin Williams. You were right. You said, look at the word politics. Poly, Latin word meaning many. Ticks meaning blood-sucking creatures.
Many ticks, politics.
Falsehood. Why is it always the lesser of two evils? Never the greater of two goods. For too long.
Yeah, I thought Joe Biden was the greater of two goods. I think a lot of people could say that. Like, I remember everyone going, oh, how am I gonna pick between them two? Oh my gosh. And I was like, yeah, I know, you know, like they're too good to be awesome, or do I want to be epic? You know what I'm saying?
Long it has been normal for politicians to make empty promises and proclamations. Normal for them to dismiss the Constitution.
They're like, dude, why are you wearing overalls to a presidential debate? The security tried to stop him and he was like, no, stop, don't do that. And they're like, okay, he might go up there and assassinate the president with the punch of a fist, but what's he gonna do, kill him?
And declaration. Normal for them to think more about the next election than the next generation.
You can't just bring your baby into the presidential election.
Well, it is 2020, by golly.
This can't be real. He just said, by golly? By golly? What are the chances he said golly just for the hell of it? Is he gonna rhyme it? and he needed to put something in there. And so he was like, maybe by golly, which I forgot was even a thing.
Ain't it time for a new normal?
Ha! The new normal. I'm tired of people like you criticizing us. Tell us about this new normal. Why don't you come up here and tell us how you would do it if you were the president?
Me?
Duh.
Me?
Me?
Duh.
Duh.
Watch this, Sleepy Joe.
Shut up, man.
Did they put in like a sound bit that was pretty good, but I don't think that was like his actual voice.
First thing I would do if I was president is quit.
See, I knew he was a coward.
He's literally like the whole Mark Wahlberg thing where he was like, if I was there during 9/11, I would have stopped it. Like he just builds it up to be so dramatic.
See, I knew he was a coward.
Let me finish. See, the word president literally means preside over or sit before. I would quit my position of being everybody's superior.
This is wild. This is even better than the woke AF video. Superior. Oh my God, this is 10 minutes long and we're 1 minute and 42 seconds. This is so exciting.
I would sit together with the people as equals. Next, I would take Congress back to kindergarten.
See, I knew he was slow.
No, you can't say that.
Well, see, everything government needs to know, they should have learned in kindergarten. Think about it. Our climate policy should be based on the kindergarten philosophy of clean up your own mess and put things back how you found them.
This guy would be a horrible president. We're redoing the Constitution. Rule number 1, shit in your diaper and clean it up and put it in the trash. I'm gonna add an amendment about pissing, just pissing.
Our foreign policy should be don't hit people.
What? Our foreign policy should be don't hit people? This is so awesome.
Economic strategy, yeah, play fair, and if you hurt someone, make it better.
Our economic policy should be play fair and make it better? Huh? What's going on? What are we watching?
In our domestic policy, hold hands and stick together. Even though we'd have kindergarten policies, if I was president, I would use a lot of adult language. Some people may be offended, but I wouldn't budge. I would use strong 4-letter words like love.
The butterfly landed on his head. This is one of the craziest videos I've ever seen. This is insane. I cannot believe I'm watching this right now.
Like love, like hope, like care, like free,
like awesome, like epic, like I said awesome. That's not a 4-letter word.
like free, like hero. Yes, I would awaken the hero and Shiro in all of us.
And Shiro? Isn't this the guy that was like mad at like politically correct things? Like he was like, oh, you shouldn't be so woke and cancel people. But it seems like he's doing that right now where he's like just trying to pander to an audience so much that he excludes them. Like by saying hero and Shiro, you're just saying, no, you've got heroes, but you've also got Shiros and you guys are gonna stay over there.
Guys, I don't want to bother you in the middle of your video, but I do want to talk about the sponsor for today's video, Blinkist. Blinkist is a platform that takes some of the best nonfiction titles out there, takes out the key takeaways, and puts them into 15-minute text and audio explainers called Blinks so that you can easily understand topics in a quick amount of time. For someone like me who has no reading and comprehension skills but wants to be smarter, even though he continually tries and can't get any smarter, this is kind of perfect for me. They also have these things called shortcasts, which are Blinks for podcasts. They've also got over 5,000 titles in 27 different categories, so this is like a cheat code to get smarter. It's like a freaking cheat code, guys. All you gotta do is download the app, select the titles that you prefer among your favorite categories, and then add your picks to your library to create a personalized experience, and then you just sign up for an account and you start using it. A blink that I'm actually really interested in diving into is Manufacturing Consent by Edward S. Herman and Noam Chomsky. I've always wanted to jump into this book, but it's hard for me to sit down and actually focus on reading something, so I think this is the perfect time for me to try to jump into it. If you want to understand powerful ideas like I am, use the link in my description to get a 7-day free trial and 25% off of a premium membership. That's Blinkist.com/greenisnotnick. Thank you again to Blinkist for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to the fun.
It's easy to speak rainbows and sunshine. Where would you stand specifically on key issues?
Yes, thank you. This character is saying exactly what I'm trying to say. If he went up there and he actually said this, everyone would make fun of him.
You know, I'm glad you brought that up. See, if I was president, my key issues wouldn't be getting rid of TikTok. My key issues would unlock the doors of freedom that have been blocked for so many.
No. She's like, what's your stance on... I would have the key to unlock the door for so many people. They're like, no, dude. And the music is just like, gets more and more intense.
So we, as a country, would focus on eliminating child trafficking, the equality of all genders, the genocide of helpless animals. We must be defenders.
What about healthcare and human trafficking? Yeah, no one's gonna argue with that. Equality of all genders. He doesn't say, and then what does he say for the last one? Yeah, who's gonna be against ending the genocide of helpless animals?
Animals, we must be defenders, because a nation's greatness is measured not by how it treats the wealthy, but how it treats its weakest members. So many rich folks in government, is sad. See, they've been worried more about securing the bag
who is this guy?
than securing us from a crash. How dare you? Sir, don't get mad.
He was sitting in the crowd waiting to, like, he was literally evilly looking at his money.
Sir, don't get mad. Everyone should be able to prosper, not just the prosperous. So if I was president, I would get with the people and decide how our budgets should be spent in a way that's fair, transparent, and makes sense.
Okay.
Maybe yours,
So
but
turn down the music.
You guys talk
Turn
about
down the
healthcare,
music.
But COVID wouldn't have killed so easily and with such frequency had we not had the pre-existing epidemic of obesity. What's the reasoning 21 ingredients are in this McDonald's fry? Don't you see all fast food has given us short lives?
Short lives.
French fries, short lives. This is like a 2005 presidential argument. You gotta stop getting so fat because of these fast food. It's like, you brought the fries with you? He was I mean, he had some good points, all of them very safe that no one has a reason to argue with. Why would anyone disagree with any of these? Where did he get?
Maybe you're not aware that children born in the year 2000 will be the first generation with a shorter lifespan than their parents.
Is that true? Gen Z, shorter lifespan. I think that was millennials, because this one specifically says Generation Z living longer. It has often been said that today's young people will be the first generation of children who won't live as long as their parents because of the rise in childhood obesity, yada yada yada. It's true that Australians regularly eat fast food more than the average. However, the proportion of Australians with long-term health conditions and lifestyle risk factors, such as smoking, has declined significantly over the last decade, yada yada yada. So it is longer.
Mental health, we would work fast to pass a bill.
Whoa.
Cause this next fact is sad but real. Did you know more soldiers die from suicide when they come home compared to those killed on the battlefield?
Oh my god, dude. They just Thanos snapped him in the middle of the video.
As far as women go, they should be free to make their own choices for their own bodies.
Oh,
Men should
okay.
never regulate it.
Listen, I'll be honest. This is not bad.
Cause the strongest nation in the world will never be the US, will never be Russia or anywhere in Asia. The strongest nation is imagination. Imagine
Is that like in Eastern Europe or something? Imagine?
government and people actually collaborated. We would solve real problems and make transformations. We would shine like the stars in the sun. We would use music to heal the world like guitars over guns.
How about race relations?
Imagine he says all that and Biden's like, what about race relations?
Where would you stand on that issue?
Well, as far as race relations, we gotta be brave.
Okay. He just says nothing.
So if I was president, I would make travel in the country mandatory, all expenses paid.
Huh? So you just want everyone to move around?
Because when you see people who look different from you up close, you soon realize we are all the same. I would tell my black brothers and sisters what Dr. King said, that black supremacy,
Dude, he did get canceled though. Dr. King, so you can't talk about him anymore.
it's about the power of love, and you can't spell evolve without it.
And how about poverty? How would you solve that one?
Okay, but how did he answer your last question? Race relations, he said, pay everyone to travel the country. We don't need to travel. You could help people. There could be some sort of budget for like when people move or when people need help with that kind of stuff, especially if they're not able to afford it or like have the power to move themselves. But to just be like, hey, everyone fly around the country because it's going to make everyone less racist. I don't think so.
When it comes to poverty, that's easy. $200 billion worth of food thrown away each year.
Yeah, but then you're going to throw that $200 billion into giving people airplane tickets. Why wouldn't you just put that money into black neighborhoods that need that to heal and grow the same rate as white neighborhoods? Why are we saying, you know what we should do with all this government money? Let's let everyone fly around the country.
Instead of trash cans, put it into the empty stomachs of the needy.
Take all that garbage food, take all that dumpster food and give it to people.
Stop being greedy. Everyone has a right to be fed. In the US, there are 5 empty homes for each person without one. Everyone has a right to a roof over their head.
He's talking about communism.
No, sir. I ain't talking about communism or socialism. I'm talking about humanism.
I'm talking about communism and socialism. Humanism sounds like a racist thing. Now, let me be fair. Is this providing like a net good to have someone popular being like, hey, we should treat all genders with respect? And the cringe part of it, the like weird egocentric part of standing up there and being like, I know better. It's a little much. And most of this comes off as very like all lives matter-esque. We just need to be human. We just need to love. We just need to hope. Like you're just telling people, hey, we gotta be more human. There's gotta be more love, and everyone's gonna be like, yeah.
My inspiration is not Karl Marx, it is the human heart. Plus, don't you call yourselves Christian? Well, at the end of your life, you will stand in front of God. He won't care if you won some high office. Believe me, he will say, yeah, congratulations. But when I was hungry, you didn't feed me. When I was naked, you didn't clothe me. I had no house and you gave me no shelter. Guys, have we forgotten about our sisters and brothers? I mean, the meaning of life is to take care of each other. Yo, which camera is on me?
Dude, they're all on you. What is this? What's going on? This is the presidential election. Get a camera on me.
Look, America, my ancestors came to this country on slave ships. Maybe yours came on immigrant ships. Whatever the original ship we're in, this, it is a dark time for us all. It's hard, but it is only in the darkness that we see the stars. We must not give up our pride. Left wing, right wing, a bird with only one wing can't fly or flies in circles. Forget the labels. We've tried everything from politics to riots, rallies, marches, protests, and they've all played a role.
This is crazy. This is unbelievable. I love it.
I wish there were mirrors in every voting booth.
I wish there were mirrors in every voting booth. I wish there were cameras in every bathroom. And my name's Prince EA. Man, there's so much going on. I just can't even like pause it.
Because the truth is, we have always been and always will be
a selfish country.
The ones we are waiting for.
What does that mean? Or is he saying like we're waiting on ourselves to like, why are we so divisive? Like, why are there's only 2 guys we get? Like, you're just waiting for yourself to find love in that heart, rather than hating both sides.
Right there.
Yes, every single important person at this debate, she can't even get up.
Oh, guys, listen, don't click off yet. There's one world, and it is up to us to come together and bring...
Well, good on him for doing that, I guess. But I mean, I'm guessing he got paid to do it, obviously. But, and he didn't say anything necessarily bad. Maybe this is an overall good thing. It's not a good thing. This is very cringe. What do people think, though? It's only in the darkness we see the stars. Wow, that line was beautiful. When you realize Prince EA spits better lyrics and rhymes than most rappers today. Do they think that's what like rappers do? Wait, did someone say he had a song called Smoking Weed with the There's literally like the thing where you're like, I want a president that I can drink a beer with.
Mr. President, I come to you on behalf